Hey, how's it going, everybody? It's your boy, Delightful Kiss Boy, and today is Thanksgiving, and I'm feeling thankful. So, just wanted to record a little, a little video for the second channel, just me kind of spitballing, just, yapping like I usually do. Not that I usually do anything different than that, but, just speaking off the cuff, and I just wanted to express some gratitude and kind of reflect on the year and just walk through the journey I've been taking this year and things I've been dealing with, etc., etc. Casual video. Yeah, I just want to say, first of all, thanks so much for all the support over the year. It's been crazy. I mean, I'm not like a big YouTuber, right? Like 20,000 subs. I mean, that's still amazing for me because when I started the year, I had 5 subs. It was just kind of a channel. I'd slap some videos up every once in a while for friends and family to watch. It's kind of like recording gameplay video and stuff like that. So it's like, even though I'm not like an e-celeb, it's like more attention on stuff that I've been making than I've ever gotten before. So it's been kind of surreal, kind of overwhelming sometimes, but it's been really cool, in my opinion. So, I just want to kind of walk through the year. So at the beginning of the year, like I said, I had like 5 or 6 subs. I think at least 1 or 2 of those people were just my friends. Probably maybe all of them, except one guy. I made a video a long time ago, explaining why 401ks are like important, and it was just a dog shit video. It was me like recording Excel and MS Paint and all this shit. And this one guy was like, "Thank you, this is what I was looking for." It was just one comment, the only guy who saw that. I'm pretty sure he subscribed. But anyway, so I basically had like no following, And the reason I ended up posting a video at the beginning of the year was because I'd gone on this trip with some friends. We went to this cabin that was out on this island, and we'd spent the weekend there for New Year's Eve, or I don't even know if it was a weekend. It was like a good amount of time out there at the cabin. And so it was a fun time. We hung out, but then like there was this bullshit where the ferry broke down to get to the island. And I had parked on the other side, like on the mainland, and then taken the foot ferry over. But a lot of people had driven onto the island, so all their cars were stuck on there. And so we had to get back still. So people had to just kind of abandon their cars on the island. And it was this whole hassle. We had to like go up later. It was like weeks later when the place was like finally, the ferry was finally repaired. And so they were like out without their cars for like multiple, I'm getting the weeds with it, but the point of that is that everybody had to cram into these cars from the few people who'd parked on the mainland to drive everybody back home, which was, a whole thing. But at least a couple people up there had gotten sick at the cabin. And so basically everybody ended up getting sick, including yours truly. And so I was kind of out of commission for a bit because I was sick. But I was just kind of sitting at home bored when I was kind of recovering. And I wanted to record basically a joke video for my friends. And so I made like the Baldur's Gate romance tier list, which was just a shit post. And it was just me talking about, because I'd been playing Baldur's Gate a lot. I like that game. And then I just shared with people on a Discord that I have with me and some other friends. And for some reason that video got like 2,000 views, which isn't, a ton, but it was like, I was like, what the hell? Like, for me with 5 subscribers, I was like, holy shit, that's crazy, And so I was like, oh, well, maybe the algorithm can just kind of push videos randomly. So I continued to make videos semi-consistently for a bit, and it was mostly just kind of Baldur's Gate shit. But then Manly Badass Hero, he uploaded a video of Buckshot Roulette, the gameplay, and I saw it and I thought the game looked really cool. I'd seen and played one of Mike's other games at that point, which was the Concrete Tremor, which was the battleship with a city kind of a game. And I downloaded it because I wanted to try to see if I could like write, an algorithm to play battleship, like, you know, really well or whatever, to beat the game. Although there's some weirdness with it. It's a little bit rigged. But it was, I don't know why I was doing that. I do weird shit like that in my free time. You think that, like, you see my videos where I'm, like, over-analyzing and optimizing games that really, it doesn't matter. I was doing that before I had this fucking YouTube channel. I'm a weird guy. But, anyway. I was like, oh, sick, this game looks cool. You know, it has a lot of probability and math stuff, which I enjoy. I have a good time with it. And it's a horror game, and the style's really cool, and I was like, I want to play that. So I bought it, you know, recorded myself playing, a game of it. It's kind of a throwaway video. I was like, oh, this is kind of... Let's record myself, move on, continue posting some videos. The video didn't get, like, too much attention, because it was just me playing the game. But then within a few days, after I'd done that, Endless Mode update came out. And I was like, oh, interesting, that's pretty cool. And so I kept playing it, and I recorded a few runs. You know, I was getting like $2 million or whatever. I mean, not getting. I didn't keep it, as people pointed out. I said, you know, I wouldn't keep anything less than $1 billion. And like, you didn't keep it. You didn't get the score. I'm like, you're right. But I don't really care. But I was recording those videos. They got some amount of attention. And then like I did a live stream, and like, I think somebody asked me how the AI works, because I was mentioning in my gameplay what the AI was like doing, you know, and I was trying to use it to like win the game more, you know, because I knew at that point in time, even in Endless Mode, it was doing coin flips, so I kind of knew, okay, if I just let it fuck up, you know, I'm basically getting free shots on him like half the time, you know. And so somebody like asked me, it's like, oh, well, how does this work? And so I was like, oh, I'll just make a video about it for this one guy. Why not? You know, it's not too much trouble. I've read the code already. I don't really, you know, why not? So I threw together a little presentation and just did it, not expecting really anybody to see it. And then that video just blew the fuck up. like I uploaded it, and I noticed it was getting like more attention than usual. I was like, interesting. And then it was just like taking off. You know, at that point, I had maybe like 40 subs, you know, because like I've been doing some gameplay videos and there. I don't even know if I had 40. I might have like 20. And then like all of a sudden, you know, with those initial Buckshot analysis videos, I was shooting up into like, you know, over 10,000 subs, which was like crazy for me. You know, once again, like, you know, in the grand scheme of things, you know, that people have millions of subscribers. But for me, I was like, holy shit. I was not expecting this. And so I'd even, like, prior to this, so this channel I've had it since like college. So that profile picture is me from college. And it was just, you know, the account used to just be like my name. And so I changed it. I'm glad I had the foresight to change it to the pseudonym, which we all know now, Delightful Kiss Boy, before shit started really taking off. But like I didn't think it was going to, so I just was leaving the profile pic the same. Anyway, long story short, you know, I was like, okay, well, I guess I'm Delightful Kiss Boy now, which people have asked me, you know, like, how do you come up with the name? It's just it's not a very interesting story. It's just that on Facebook a long time ago, well, so you can still do this. You can put your like name pronunciation below your name, and it'll like tell people how to pronounce your name, but you can set it to whatever you want. Like they don't check it versus what your name is. And so I set mine to be like pronounced like Delightful Kiss Boy. Excuse me, but it used to be that you could click a little button and a little robot voice would like read it out and be like, Delightful Kiss Boy. And I just thought it was really funny. I don't know how I came up with Delightful Kiss Boy in the first place, but I just put it in. I was leaving it, you know, there, and thought it was really funny. Continued using it as kind of an alt account pseudonym. I have a different account that used to be my main pseudonym, but I've switched to Delightful Kiss Boy, and then I was like, oh, I'll just set the, you know, YouTube name to that because it's funny, you know. And then there you go. It ended up happening. It ended up sticking. And I'm glad I went with it because it's kind of fucking hilarious to me, where it's like, what I like to do is I like to make like content that has like legitimate usefulness or educational value, but is just like a shit post at the same time, because like, I don't know, I don't really like pretentiousness and like, you know, media or whatever, trying to be cool or whatever. I don't really care, you know. I just think it's funny, you know. It's like, oh, I'm watching a video about the Monty Hall problem, and it's presented by a guy named Delightful Kiss Boy who's making weird jokes. I think it's, the whole thing's just funny to me, you know. Anyway, I'm getting sidetracked. I do this a lot. I just yap. But, you know, I was continuing to make videos and stuff. Actually, what happened, though, is, like, I'd made those, you know, initial videos, and I kind of took a period of time off. And honestly, a lot of that was just because I was feeling, like, overwhelmed, kind of. You know, like I said, I've never had attention on anything I've made like this, at this level before. So I was just kind of, like, it was surreal, and I was honestly kind of getting, like, a little freaked out by it. Because, like, I mean, I could have kept probably posting videos and kept, you know, growing rapidly at the time, but I honestly don't think that would have been the best thing for me at the time, because I was like, I was not used to it, and I was not ready for it. And I still kind of am not, because I'm just some guy, you know? And so, like, people, you know, going crazy about the content or whatever, I was like, it was a little too much. A little too quick, you know? And so I was just like, all right, I'm kind of just gonna back off for a bit, let things cool down, and then get back into it, you know? And then I've had kind of slower growth since then. There are people who like my stuff, they keep tuning in, which is awesome, and thank you. And I'm kind of having the more slower traditional growth because interest in Buckshot is kind of leveled off. But I just kind of dig that, you know? It's more, it gives me more time to adjust, you know? But anyway, that's kind of the main, you know, the main swing of things, you know? Now I'm making videos again. I'm just kind of making whatever I want to make, and I'm grateful for the people who tune in and keep wanting to watch it. It's really cool. It's really awesome. It's really cool to see, and it kind of takes me back a little bit. So, like, when I was in, like, elementary school, I used to make these videos with my friends. We basically, like, make stop-motion videos or little simple animations, and we used to just email them to each other when we were in, like, 5th grade. And in 5th grade, I learned how to use PowerPoint as part of my class. We had to make these little PowerPoint presentations about whatever we wanted to do. And I remember I put, like, Morrowind MIDI music into my presentation because I loved Morrowind at the time. But what I would do is, because I didn't, you know, my family, we couldn't, like, afford to buy just, like, random software, you know, like, so what I would do is I would make cartoons in PowerPoint. Like, I'd basically just draw, like, stick figures and use the really shitty PowerPoint animation tools to make cartoons. And my friends would do it too, and we'd send them to each other. We thought it was really cool and fun. And it was cool because we could do it on the, you know, the school computers. So I didn't have to, like, you know, have my parents get PowerPoint or whatever. I could just do it at school. And then with the stop-motion videos, I was using Windows Movie Maker, legitimately. So, like, I would make these horrible little clay videos. And it was funny because, like, you know, Windows Movie Maker is not meant for animation, you know? And so, like, I think that the fastest I could make the frame rate in Windows Movie Maker was like 12 frames per second or some shit like that. So they just looked awful, you know, but I was making do. But and my friends would just have fun with it, you know, and we just send it to each other, email it, we'd kind of just give each other props for these different videos that we'd make. It was just fun, you know, it was fun sharing it with each other, and, you know, yada yada yada. And I've kind of been getting that feeling again when I'm making these videos, because I'm having fun with it. I'm putting them out there, and I'm seeing people react to it, and people giving a lot of, you know, support and positive feedback with it. It's just a lot of fun. It's cool to see. Like, I'm not really motivated by, like, money. to be honest. I'm not saying that to be like, you know, virtue signaling. I don't really want that many things. So like making money doesn't really matter as long as like I like being financially secure enough to not have to think about money, and then that's it. Anything beyond that, I don't really give a shit. I don't give a shit about fast cars or, you know, expensive cars, all that kind of shit. I just want to be able to be happy, chill out with my friends, go traveling every once in a while, you know, and not have to really worry about it. Be able to do some cool things every once in a while. But I don't need a luxury lifestyle, nor do I really want it, you know? So none of this stuff is really motivated by that. It's more just like, it's just fun. It's fun sharing something you've been working on. I'm excited to see what people are going to think, you know, when I make these fun little videos, or I'm, you know, coding up a little tool that, you know, people are going to be having fun with and stuff like that. I just think it's a lot of fun. It's taken me back to that kind of like childhood excitement of, you know, being creative and being able to share what you're doing with people and getting their response. And so, and it's been helping me out. It's been helping me out a lot this year. Like I had a few little things happening this year. This year's been a little tough in certain ways. Like my grandmother passed at the beginning of the year, which at the time didn't really hit me because we'd seen it coming for a long time, you know. She was in hospice. She had cancer, and she passed away. And then it was like, at the time it was kind of, you know, you kind of get that relief because, you know, she was in a lot of pain, obviously, and she'd been in hospice for months, so it was inevitable, you know. And then it's like, and then you kind of just sit with it, and it kind of festers for a while, because been really close with her. We'd we used to go to Sunday dinners at her place almost every week because she lived around here, which is a blessing, you know. We'd gather, it was me and my family, we'd gather for dinner, and so she was a really big part of my life, and so it was just kind of like, you know, there's the initial like, okay, well, she's dead, now we have to like do the funeral and yada yada yada, and then it's just kind of like, well, those Sunday dinners aren't the same, you know. Not to get sappy, you know. Anyway, I'm just saying I was dealing with some shit, and so it was like cool to be able to have like a creative outlet that's just like positive, you know. People tuning in and having a good sorry, I didn't mean to get sappy with it, you know. But yeah, I mean, essentially it's just like, you know, there was some shit I was dealing with. Super grateful to have this outlet and, you know, this opportunity to just kind of be creative and share what I'm, you know, what I'm interested in with people. And it's been really cool. And so I just felt the need to express that to all you on Thanksgiving. And thank you for the support. I hope I can continue to make some stuff that you resonate with, you know, not to get too sappy, you know, but yeah, it's been awesome. So thank you all for watching. I hope you have a great Thanksgiving. I hope that things continue to be sick. You know, this has been awesome. And you're all awesome. And, yeah, thanks for listening to me yap for a bit. All right. Bye-bye.